Get ready to dive headfirst into a labyrinth of crime, paranoia, and suspense with these 5 underrated British thrillers you've never seen but absolutely should. Forget the usual suspects of British cinema. These are the dark horses, the gritty, provocative films that slip through the cracks but deserve your full attention. From diamond heists to twisted conspiracies, from political bomb plots to Hitchcockian chases through grimy London streets, these movies represent the shadowy brilliance of 1970s British cinema at its most daring. Stick around to the very end. Some of these films are so audacious you'll be wondering how they ever got made, let alone forgotten. And of course, if you love discovering cinematic hidden gems, smash that like button, drop a comment with your favorite underappreciated thriller, and subscribe so you never miss another deep dive into film history's best-kept secrets. 11 Harrowhouse, also known as Fast Fortune, is a wry, underplayed British caper starring Charles Grodin, Candice Bergen, and Sir Trevor Howard. The plot: a modest diamond merchant gets pulled into an audacious scheme to rob the house of Harry Harrow, London's most fortified diamond exchange. But don't expect typical chase sequences and gunfights. Harrowhouse is laced with understated British humor and a meta-narrative twist. Charles Grodin's voiceover injects a sardonic, almost self-defeating humor that makes this as much a psychological study as it is a heist film. Fun fact, the movie was later re-edited with a completely different tone, transforming it into a dark comedy. So technically, it's 2 films in one, a perfect steal for any thriller enthusiast.
Slow down, you're reckless!
I'm not reckless, I'm skillful!
This couple are the masterminds of the crime of the century. They're taking aim at $12 billion worth of diamonds. 11 Harrowhouse, a fortress with a vault 300 feet in the ground. No way in, no way out. Or is there?
Can you do it?
Yes.
We would beat the system.
I need some information about number 11.
What on earth are you doing here?
That could be a bomb, you know.
Real steel.
What if they're watching us? £5 billion worth of diamonds. The diamonds you and your fellow conspirators stole.
A couple who have never stolen a thing, backed by a man who doesn't need the money. Trying to rob $12 billion in diamonds guarded more carefully than anything in the world. What some people wouldn't do for $1 billion or $2.
Pulp is a brilliant satire of the noir genre, directed by Mike Hodges, best known for Get Carter. Michael Caine stars as Mickey King, a jaded pulp fiction writer whose latest ghostwriting job, penning the autobiography of an exiled film star played by Mickey Rooney, lands him in a very real and very dangerous criminal conspiracy. Set against the sun-drenched backdrop of Malta, this film flips the usual noir on its head. It's dryly funny and self-aware in all the best ways. If you like your thrillers with a knowing wink and a sharp satirical edge, Pulp is essential viewing.
Michael Caine, Mickey Rooney, Lisbeth Scott, and a particularly good performance from me. The word is pulp. P for laughs, U for excitement, L for action, P for fantastic.
Why don't we cut the crap and talk straight? Is he still alive?
That's the way it is, Bright Eyes.
I'm getting some very bad vibrations.
Few thrillers capture the suffocating terror of losing grip on reality like Fragment of Fear. David Hemming stars as Tim Brett, an investigative journalist and recovering addict whose visit to Italy to investigate his aunt's suspicious death plunges him into a maze of cryptic warnings, anonymous threats, and an invisible group known only as the Stepping Stones. Based on a novel by real-life MI5 agent John Bingham, this film excels at tension. Director Richard C. Sarafian masterfully blurs the line between legitimate conspiracy and possible hallucination, forcing both Brett and the audience to question what's real. A minimalist, eerie score by Johnny Harris adds to the feeling that you're trapped in a waking nightmare. Criminally overlooked, This is British psychological thriller cinema at its most insidious.
417. 470. 4700.
Hello? Hello?
Look, I promise you I have not taken drugs for more than a year. Now, therefore, I cannot possibly be hallucinating, can I?
Time ships. Like the devils in the Bible.
Tim!
Also released as Sudden Terror in the US, this taut British thriller follows Ziggy, a young boy who witnesses a political assassination only to realize that no one believes him. Sound familiar? That's because Eyewitness cleverly riffs on Hitchcock classics like Rear Window and The 39 Steps, but grounds the suspense in an unpolished London where danger feels suffocatingly real. Mark Lester, of Oliver fame, plays Ziggy with wide-eyed terror, while director John Hoff keeps the tension ratcheted high through minimalist chase scenes and unsettling silences. It's a gritty, relentless thriller that makes you question every adult's motives and every shadowy alleyway. Proof that British cinema in the 70s could do Hitchcock as well as the master himself.
Hold it. This is not a war picture. The fact of the matter, Ziggy doesn't always tell the truth. When one lie too many is the point of no return. Assassination. And this boy saw it. Murder. And you were there. Now that kid needs your help. That's just it. Who would suspect a good policeman?
You actually saw the man that fired the gun?
It was a policeman. I give up.
Nothing is sacred. No one is safe. Not even you out there. That eye belongs to this face.
Sir.
Real name, Tony Bonner. And he's on to something good. Remember, you're in this, together with them. Eyewitness to a manhunt.
Well, who's the postman in all that, Bud? Who would like to kill me?
Sharing the sustained terror of a boy who's lied once too often.
Now tell me, who did you see?
They tried to kill me.
You know the Father Brown story about the postman who was a murderer? Everybody saw him, but nobody saw him.
For the killers everyone trusts.
Hennessy is perhaps the most daring and provocative film on this list. Starring Rod Steiger in one of his most intense performances, it tells the story of an Irishman devastated by the death of his family in sectarian violence, who plots an act of political terrorism in London. Hennessy refuses to offer clear-cut heroes or villains. It's a morally complex thriller that forces viewers to grapple with the ethics of revenge, justice, and political extremism. Director Don Sharp doesn't flinch from depicting the raw human cost of conflict. The film also sparked controversy for its use of real footage from Queen Elizabeth II's state opening of Parliament, without official permission, adding an unsettling layer of realism to an already explosive narrative. This is a stark meditation on the consequences of violence and the lengths to which grief can drive a man.
There comes a time when the price of violence becomes too much to pay for a cause. There also comes a time when all a man has left is his capacity for violence.
What difference does it make if a British soldier kills a child or an Irishman? It is still a dead child.
Rod Steiger, a ticking bomb, looking for a place to explode. Lee Remick, the woman who offered him one more chance to live.
I don't care if you are working for them. I don't care if you're selling them and their holy cause down the river.
When the Queen opens Parliament, he's going to blow up everybody there. And if you don't find a way to stop him, we will.
He's armed. He's killed. He's got 30 pounds of jelly.
This isn't Belfast. It's not a battlefield. It's London, and we stick to the book.
Well, Hennessy doesn't. He's got his own set of rules.
No, no, go back! No, go back! Go back! No!
And there you have it. 5 underrated British thrillers that showcase the inventive and subversive side of 1970s UK cinema. If you've seen any of these, or think we've criminally overlooked another British gem, let us know in the comments. We're always on the hunt for more forgotten classics. And if you crave more suspenseful deep dives like this one, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow thriller aficionados. Because after all, the only thing better than finding a hidden gem is getting to say, "You haven't seen that? Let me tell you about it."